Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be on YouTube right now. This is Dells Ducks Weekly. My name is Matt Panier, joined by Dells Ducks head coach Bill Zanaboni and Dells Ducks leading scorer Marcus Cassidy. Very nice to have you all with us here on YouTube today, guys. Coming off of a pretty good weekend. What did Meatloaf say? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I know you guys wanted that Rochester game pretty badly, but two pretty quality games against Steele County this weekend.
Yeah, actually, all 3 quality games for sure. I thought, they got our number right now in Roch, and they're a good hockey club, and they're a team that makes you pay for your mistakes that you make, and we knew that going into it, and we came out 3-2, and we pulled Jared, and they made it 4-2, but. It's a 1-goal game. It was good hockey, and the games against Steele County I thought were good. I thought we had some guys show up that haven't shown up in a while, and that's a good confidence booster for sure.
Well, I guess it seemed like this road trip was a little bit more of a workman type road trip for you guys. I know you guys are always a hard-working team, but Steele County kind of threw a lot at you guys on Friday to get you set for Saturday against Rochester. Just kind of tell me what the weekend was like for you.
Oh, well, we went into it like any other weekend, knowing we had to work hard. We were looking for 6 points this weekend. It was tough coming out with only 4, but it was like any other weekend coming, working hard.
You guys stayed pretty well set up at the top of the MNJHL right now. You sit at 14-3. You're still points ahead of Rochester. Obviously, they have some games in hand. I believe about 5 games in hand right now. The good news is, next time you see them, it's going to be right here at Pompey Waterman Ice Arena.
Yeah, no, those are games that I guess you highlight on the schedule type deal. Both games have been really good. Back and forth, north and south type hockey. They've been physical, and those are the games that they hope for every single night. That's what's going to get your players better. It's going to get you more prepared for playoffs and hopefully further down the line. So, we're excited to play the veteran hockey club over there as much as we can, and to have them come in here for a series of 3 games. It'll be fun. I think all 3 games will be exciting. I know our guys look forward to going and playing in the big rink up in Roch, and so we still have one more time up there. I believe that's in January, and I'll just take 1 game at a time and then see how it goes.
Marcus, for you, last year playing with the Hampton Road Whalers, anything comparable to playing in Rochester, or is that kind of a different experience for you?
Oh, totally different. In Hampton last year, really no fans really at the games, so playing in Roch, it's really emotional, so it's a lot different than playing in the USPHL for sure.
Kind of gets you charged up now. You're a California kid, Trabuco Canyon, California. Obviously, we here in the Midwest, we don't really think a lot about hockey in California, but there is a really good youth program, great budding sport in California out there, hockey is it not?
Oh yeah, the coaches are great, and it's really competitive. Getting older, looking for juniors coming out to the Midwest, I've seen a lot of my buddies from California playing against them and playing with them.
And Coach, you take a look at the California kids, there's a lot now starting to get up to the NHL. 10, 15 years ago it would have been unheard of, but now not only do you see them up in the NHL, but you see kids kind of starting to work their way in here at the college levels, at the junior levels. Tell me, for someone like you, East Coast guy, what's it like kind of going after the West Coast kids to get them involved in your hockey team?
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think part of playing juniors for sure is to be around guys from different cultures and to kind of see where people have grown up and to kind of get that mix. It's helped as part of the maturity of being in a locker room at the junior level. So. I think, for me, I was kind of in that age group where, California and Florida guys started to pick up, and I think that was probably the start of like the boom type deal out there. And I know in college we had guys from California and very good hockey players. and some of them still playing hockey right now. So it's great. I think it's a big state that where hockey needs to grow so much in the U.S. I think it's a great state to get as many people involved in, with the size and the population of it.
Marcus, a lot of the, I guess you will, if you will, kind of the stereotype of the California hockey player is really laid back, kind of a skilled, creative kind of guy. I know they used to, on ESPN, do have the roller hockey, that you would always see some of the crazy stuff that happens there. Is that your game, or is that kind of what you try to stray away from? Do you fit the stereotype, or are you a little bit outside of it?
I wouldn't say I'm that stereotype. I'm more the guy going hard in the corners, working hard in all 3 zones of the ice. But growing up, I've always played against those kids for sure. Having roller rinks all over and not as many ice rinks, so I've seen a lot of that growing up.
And for you, Coach, to find a California kid that likes getting his nose dirty, that'd be perfect for you.
Yeah, no, it's great for me. I mean, actually the benefit of the California kids is a lot of them do start off with roller hockey, and the creativity and the development of their hands and vision and stuff like that usually is really good. And then you get to the ice and you have to work on stride and power and skating and stuff like that. So when you find these guys are really understanding development off the ice in the summer times now, and how to translate it to in season. So that's really what's making them, I think, become assets to teams all over the U.S. now. And it's guys that want to play. I know myself. I started out in Stockton, the East Coast League out in California, and it's from top to bottom. I think it's starting to become a hockey hotbed.
Well, Marcus, you end up getting in some pretty good company coming here to Wisconsin Dells, and it's translated into the leading scoring position on the team. Tell me what it's been like playing with Brady Hefner and Ian Wood.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I know if I move the puck, they're going to find the back of the net most of the time, so it's always an easy option. They're hard going to work in the corners as well, so we have been working well, cycling the puck and whatnot, and just going to the net as much as possible.
And Coach, to me, just kind of being a bird's eye outside view, it always seems like that's kind of one of the lines where if you're playing well, that's your reward, is that you get to go play with those 2 guys that have been really, really good over the past 2 years. Is that kind of the way it is, or is it just strictly a chemistry thing and it's just the way things have turned out?
Well, I think it's probably a mixture of both. When Marcus got here, he was the guy that kind of just, he doesn't say much. He kind of put his nose down and went to work. And I've been trying to find someone to get that chemistry with Brady and Ian pretty much since the start of the year. And it took a little bit of kind of process of elimination or however you want to put it, but we actually took, Ian was a center for us all year last year, and a very good one. And we made a move and put him on a wing, and we brought Marcus in and kind of in the middle of those 2 guys, and right now it's worked out well. I think their line has good chemistry. They talk on the bench. I think they're all veteran hockey players, which is a good thing. They can kind of set the tempo for guys to follow, and right now that for us is the most important thing is for guys to start following the example that's led.
And Marcus, I always ask this question of anyone that comes here to play for the Dells Ducks. What did you know about the organization before you came in, and what helped you make your decision to come here to Wisconsin Dells?
Before, I actually met Coach in a camp in Indianapolis, and I didn't know much about the league or the team, but I talked to a lot of players that played in the league before, and that helped a lot. About the team, I saw their record, which helped a lot, and especially seeing that Coach got Coach of the Year, knowing that he's committed to his players, and I saw that it looked like it was going to be a brand new team for the most part, not many returners, so I knew I had an opportunity to become one of those difference makers in the lineup.
And you get to somewhat be a veteran guy, still with 1 year of junior eligibility left ahead of you. We talked about guys that are kind of like Christian Vela, who were the younger guys, but they're the returning guys. But then you got the returning guys that are the older guys, and you're a new guy that's in the middle. What's that kind of like for you? It seems like a really different dynamic in that locker room than maybe we might have seen last year.
Well, all the guys are really welcoming. All the returners welcome not just myself, but everyone else into the locker room. So it was really easy coming from a different team onto this team.
So moving focus ahead, you guys get the weekend off, which, obviously always a little nice to heal up from the bumps and bruises. Maybe gets you out of your flow. I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys,
Yeah.
you hockey minds, and you can explain to me how you feel about that. You turn your attention to 2 weeks, a week from Friday. It's your last road trip for at least a little while as
Yeah.
you guys kind of hit the road, and we had touched on this a little bit last week. This is sort of one of your biggest road trips of the year, if you will, just miles-wise. You start on Friday night in Steele County in Owatonna. You go all the way up to Asante on Saturday, and then all the way over to Hudson on Sunday. You guys are going to kind of test and see what it's like to get a little extra windshield time this time, aren't you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think, the biggest thing is it's probably going to be a pretty physically demanding 3 games for us, which is good. I think, having a weekend off, getting right back into it is a good thing for our guys. If the more we can play right now, I think the better off it is. I think we still have some guys trying to adapt and find what identity that they're going to have as a junior hockey player and where they fit in on a daily basis here. So, yeah, I mean it's going to be long. I think the road trips so far have been great for us to have the bond of the guys, getting together and becoming that family. And our record has been okay, playing 90% of our games on the road. So it's not something that we can be negative about. It's just something we gotta build on and grow with.
And Marcus, for you, fans of the Dells Ducks obviously got to see you guys take on the Minnesota Howls all the way back in September. When they come back here to Poppy Waterman Ice Arena, in your opinion, what differences are they going to notice from that team that they saw in September to a team that had now played 17 games on the road and is going to be back against Forest Lake?
I feel like they might not notice exactly, but our systems are a lot stronger, and we're flowing a lot more. We're playing as a team rather than individuals. So I think that's one of the biggest aspects.
And Coach, I know you always tell us that's the way you kind of like to plan it. What do you think the fans are going to see a little different from the team that played the Owls to the team that's going to play Forest Lake here in a couple weeks?
Well, I think the biggest thing is they're going to see, the development of the league. Those 3 games against the Owls, I think were a little bit lopsided. Now if you look at our games against the Owls, it's 5-0, 5-1. They're tighter hockey games. Guys are understanding what it takes to win on a consistent basis. So Forest Lake's they have a great team. We've played 3 games against them. We're 2-1, all 1-goal games. They're gonna see probably some real fast-paced hockey. I think they're going to see more mature hockey players than probably what they saw week 1 with guys just kind of getting the feel of things. And, they're going to see probably a more established hockey club on both sides.
And by the way, congratulations are in order. A bunch of milestones. See, this is what we don't like about these long road trips, is because you guys go away for so long and so many different things happen and we miss out on them here. So you guys are up to win 105 now.
Yeah.
You've had 3 players cross the 100 games mark: Brady Hefner, Bradley Hefner, and Yari Nightenbach, all his Ducks. So some good things have been happening while you guys have been on the road trip.
Yeah, I honestly, I probably wouldn't know any of that stuff if it wasn't for the league website or Jimmy D to kind of keep me updated.
Jimmy D's awesome at
Yeah,
that stuff.
he is. He's got how many times a guy ties a skate stats, so it's good for me.
And
It
he
helps
makes fun
me
of the stats I bring to the games.
Yeah, so I mean, it helps me out, and I think most of our guys are pretty much focused on getting 2 points and trying to move forward.
And Marcus, knowing that there are guys on the team like Yari, Brady, and Bradley that have been here so long, what kinds of things have they brought to you to kind of help you identify yourself as a Duck?
Well, they're just great leaders, and the experience and the mentality that's in the locker room, and what you're going to bring to the ice and practice every day. And so everyone's going hard because they're going hard, and so they really lead the way.
All right. Well, actually, I think we got those guys. We're going to bring them on here, Jimmy. Why don't you guys step over, Yari, Brady, Bradley, come on over. Well, thank you, Coach. We'll bring you back in just a second. Marcus, thank you. Congratulations on your team lead so far in points. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Come on out, guys. Yari Knightenbach to my left, Brady Hefner, Bradley Hefner. How are you guys?
Good.
All right. Well, first off, congratulations on jumping over 100 games. What's it been like? Bradley, you first.
It's awesome to be with the team for so long and just feel like a big family, really. It's so easy to just stay here. It's nothing like I've had before, so.
And Yari, I know you've kind of become the triplet with these two twins right now. You and Brady were off doing what just before you came here?
We were hunting.
You were doing some hunting?
Actually, yeah.
So Brady, you guys, you've taken Yari in, haven't you?
Yeah, we spend about 18 hours a day together.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
been
Just
good.
separate to sleep and then get right back together.
Exactly.
Right? That's a good thing. You guys are coming off of that road trip this weekend. Obviously, not everything you wanted. About 2/3 of the way there, but I'm sure you guys have just been picking things up. And you guys are the veterans now. So tell me what it's like in the locker room for you guys, just to kind of get the new guys in and just to be set on everything you're doing.
It's been good so far. I think we're making pretty good progress. We got a ways to go still, but we're only 15 games or whatever it is into it. So we're right on pace where we need to be.
And Yari, you're back up there in the scoring title. I know Marcus was just sitting here, but you wouldn't mind passing him, right?
No, he's a great guy. I want him to win for sure.
Do you? No. I sense no sarcasm in that at all. And Bradley, for you, I heard you had a pretty good few hits this weekend. You still feeling them?
No,
No?
I had a good day off, so
You just make the other guys feel it, right?
hopefully.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, congratulations, guys. Great to have you here for now into your third season. It's hard to believe that already.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, just kind of keep off clicking those games and points and wins and all those kinds of things, and we'll be happy to keep watching you do well.
Yeah, you betcha.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks for
We're
having
going to
us.
bring Coach back in here to close it up. Got a few more things to talk about here on Dells Ducks Weekly before we shut it down and get you guys ready for next week. Again, week off for the Dells Ducks this week, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Steele County, Asante for the Minnesota Owls and the Hudson Crusaders. And Coach, just the one big thing I want to touch on that's left over. I got the Monks tailgate coming up here on Sunday. The time on that, I believe, is 11 o'clock,
11 o'clock,
in the
yep.
morning. Monk's Burgers, Chippers, coleslaw, soda, water, and just a great time to be had by all here at Popular Waterman Ice Arena. And it goes to a good cause as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's $6, I think, to get in, and we're going to donate back to the youth hockey organization as well, and hopefully, we get as much support from local community as we possibly can right now.
And kind of the neat thing is there is always a chance to interact with the Ducks. You get to skate with the Ducks after the Saturday
Yeah.
home games and things like that. It's a good time to come and break bread with them and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Get to meet the guys without their helmets on and actually get to know them as people. And I think that's one thing that is really important for me as I'm here when these guys leave. So we want to make sure that this thing continues to grow and people are happy and they want the team here as much as we do.
Yeah, well, we certainly look forward to that. That's going to be a fun one, and it'd be really nice if the weather was as nice
It was
next
today.
weekend as it was today.
Yeah,
That would
absolutely.
be absolutely perfect. And again, that's an 11 o'clock a.m. start time here. It's the Monks tailgate at Popular Waterman Ice Arena. Come and have some great food with us. And like we said, next time you're in the area, when you're coming here for the Forest Lake Series on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, Monks is the place to be. after the games. Well, again, congratulations on another solid weekend here, Coach, and looking forward to finally getting you guys back here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be exciting to see what we establish at our home rink. So I'm excited for that.
By the way, big thanks to our producer, Jimmy D, doing a great job on camera and helping us out as well. My name is Matt Panier, Coach Bill Zanaboni. Again, thanks to Marcus Cassidy, our guest this week, along with Yari Knightenbach, Brady and Bradley Hefner as well. We'll catch you next time